Why is this happening to me? I can't take it off. This splits us all apart. I have to get out.
Sunday was known for one thing before anything else: complaining. If complaining were a profession, Sunday would have been a certified expert with years of experience and no retirement plan. He complained in the morning, he complained in the afternoon, he complained in the evening, and sometimes he complained in his dreams. If the sun was bright, it was too hot. If the rain fell, it was too disturbing. If food was available, it wasn't tasty enough. If there was no food, life was wicked. Sunday didn't just complain about big problems, no. He complained about everything. He complained about his childhood, even though many people had it worse. He complained about his education, even though he had access others prayed for. He complained about his job, even though it paid him something. And when he had no job, he complained about unemployment. To Sunday, life was always at fault, and in his mind, he was always the victim. Sunday had a sentence he repeated like a prayer: if life had treated me better, I would have been successful by now. That sentence followed him everywhere. When friends tried to encourage him, he replied it. When opportunity showed up, he still said it. When advice was offered, he rejected it with that same line. He genuinely believed that life had singled him out for suffering. But what Sunday never realized was this: life wasn't holding him back. His mindset was. One afternoon, something happened, something that could have changed Sunday's life. A former schoolmate named Kunle visited the neighborhood. Kunle had left years ago, struggled, failed, learned skills, and slowly built himself up. He wasn't rich, but he was stable, confident, and moving forward. Kunle met Sunday sitting outside, complaining, as usual. After greetings, Kunle said, "Sunday, I remember you were good with repairs and fixing things. I'm starting a small business. I can't pay much now, but you'll learn, grow, and we'll build it together." This was an opportunity, not a miracle, not instant wealth, but a path, a seed, something that could have increased Sunday's state, financially, mentally, and professionally. "This one again," he said, "so you want me to suffer under somebody? Is this how life keeps mocking me?" Kunle tried to explain. Sunday complained more. "The pay is too small. The work is stressful. What if it fails? Why didn't this come earlier in my life? Other people are already successful." By the time Sunday finished complaining, the opportunity quietly walked away. Kunle didn't argue. He simply nodded and left. And Sunday went back to complaining, now with a new topic. Days later, Sunday heard that Kunle's business had started growing. He complained that life is unfair. Some people are lucky. They always get help. What he didn't say was, "I rejected the same chance because I didn't like how it looked." Sunday didn't just complain about problems, he complained about solutions. Whenever growth demanded patience, he complained. Whenever progress required humility, he complained. Whenever success required effort, he complained. Sunday wanted transformation without discomfort, and life doesn't work that way. Over time, Sunday became tired, not because life was too hard, but because complaining is exhausting. Complaining drains energy. It steals focus. It kills initiative. The more Sunday complained, the weaker he felt. He noticed something strange. People who complained less seemed to move forward, even with fewer resources. People who acted, even imperfectly, seemed to grow. And people who complained endlessly stayed exactly where they were. One evening, Sunday met an old man sitting quietly under a tree. The man was calm, peaceful, still. Sunday, frustrated as usual, began complaining out loud about life, government, money, people, and destiny. The old man listened patiently. Then he asked one question. How has complaining helped you so far? Sunday laughed bitterly. At least it makes me feel better. The old man shook his head slowly. No, it only makes you feel familiar with suffering. That sentence hit Sunday like thunder. The man continued. Complaining is not a release. It is a rehearsal. Every time you complain, you rehearse failure. You train your mind to expect nothing better. Sunday was silent. The old man picked up an empty bucket nearby. This bucket is empty, he said. If it complains all day, will water enter it? Sunday shook his head. Then why do you think your life would change if you only complain and never move? The old man placed the bucket on the ground. You complained about low pay. You complained about learning slowly. You complained about starting small. Yet those were the very things that could have filled you. Sunday felt exposed. He realized something painful. He had complained about the very things that would have increased his state. That night, Sunday couldn't sleep. He replayed his life in his head. The jobs he mocked, the advice he ignored, the chances he rejected, the people he pushed away, not because they were bad, but because they didn't match his expectations. He finally admitted the truth. Life didn't ruin my progress. I complained my way out of it. The next morning, Sunday woke up differently. Life was still the same. His problems were still there, but something inside him shifted. Instead of complaining, he asked questions. What can I learn from this? What small action can I take today? Who can I reach out to? He started doing things imperfectly. He accepted small beginnings. He stopped narrating his pain and started building his path. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't fast, but it was real. Months passed. Sunday wasn't rich, but he was growing. He wasn't famous, but he was improving. And most importantly, he had stopped blaming life for everything. He understood something powerful. Complaining makes you feel busy, but it keeps you stuck. Action feels heavy, but it moves you forward. If you're listening to this story right now, ask yourself, how many opportunities have I complained away? How many small beginnings did I reject? How often do I complain instead of act? Because sometimes the thing you're complaining about is the very thing meant to lift you. Stop complaining about life. Life is not perfect, but it responds to movement. Pick your bucket, go to the well, and start filling it one step at a time.